Yo, how's it going, guys? Back with another video. We are here at the trade deadline. We gotta make a trade. We're not gonna make the playoffs at this rate. The team just isn't performing good. If they were going to click, they would have already, believe me. I don't know what I did wrong. 91 overall offense, 93 defense, and 94 for the goaltender. I don't know what's wrong with the team, but nonetheless, we gotta make a change. Now, I already kind of browsed through the trading block. There wasn't anybody on there I liked. There was one trade I thought about making, and I might still make. Let's put Brent Burns on it. Now, I want to get full value. He is almost, like, at the peak of the value meter. Very close to it, over 3/4. And I want to get as much value back as I can. Obviously, we traded him to free agency. We got him in free agency, my bad. But I still want to get full value if we're going to trade him. It had to be to a contending team, and Arizona. They have Chichurin. I don't know what his first name is. Is it, I don't even know. Jacob Chichurin. His defense stats are amazing right now. But look at his trade value. It's just as much as Brent Burns. If not a little bit less. It might be a little bit less. But nonetheless, they're basically the same. They don't want to give up Chichurin, and they don't want Brent Burns. They do have a fairly deep defensive core. They got Ekman Lawson right now. Let's go to defensemen. I'll show you what they have going on. They got a solid defensive core. They got Ekman Lawson as kind of the leader on the defensive core, and then they got D'Angelo, Goligoski, Stone, all 85 overall, Shen an 84, and then they got Chichurin, Murray, Murno, Brandstrom, all young guys who are coming up. Now, I guess you could make the case that, okay, they might want to get rid of a few defensemen, but they don't want Brent Burns. We're not going to get nearly the value we could. Now, I don't even know if I would want to do the deal 1-for-1, but, I'll try. I guarantee it won't work. Switching teams will clear all assets. What? Oh, I don't know what I did. I must have clicked something, I don't know. But anyways, trade rejected, yeah. Didn't expect anything different. And they don't want to give up any defensemen either. That's another thing. We could probably pile on a few of them, but, top 4, top 6, top 4, we need a future elite defenseman of the future. And obviously, we're not going to get Chichurin. We might be able to get him if we add in a few draft picks and an unsigned player, but I just don't think it's going to work out. There is one team, however, that is a perfect trade, and that is Philadelphia Flyers. They want Brent Burns, and I took a look. I told you I did a bit of pre-scouting, and take a look at what they got here. Okay, my bad, I'm back. But as I was saying, take a look at the defensive core. They got 3 guys at an elite potential. Well, I guess 2. Gostisbehere is 25 years old. But take a look at Shannon and Provanov. Both of them aren't happy on the team. In fact, this defenseman, Travis Shannon, is mad. I don't know, he has a red face, sad face. He must be crying over there in Philly. But he hates the team. He hates being on the team. He's 22 years old, and he's 77 overall. Obviously, his trade value is quite low. I would love to pick him up because he's going to grow to 80 overall. Now, they also have Provanov, who is disgruntled as well. He also isn't enjoying being on the team, which is perfect. He got 2 years left, and him is medium elite. His defensive stats are already getting there. He's 80 overall at 22. And, that right there is only half of what Brent Burns' value is. We could get even more out of this deal. And they were also, I think, top 8 in the league. And like Arizona, they are very deep defensively as well. So instead of getting that 1 big potential or big trade value guy. We're gonna get a few smaller trade value, but still elite. The reason why the trade value is lower is they're a little bit older and not as good yet, but nonetheless, we're getting some awesome talent. And on top of that, do they want to give anyone away with any high potential? Oh, wow. They do. Okay. I don't know why Millinen is such a high trade value than Grabov. I don't know how to pronounce that name. They're both 20 years old. He's 73. I don't know why his trade value isn't higher. Okay, I don't get that, but let's take a look at both of them. So both top 6. They're pretty similar. Nothing really to to notice a difference. Both with 3 years left on a contract. They still have the minor league deal. It looks like this guy was drafted. Yeah, he was drafted in the MyGM. He's generated. And usually generated guys actually tend to grow pretty well. His trade value is a little bit lower, but we can also get Philip, a top 9 two-way forward, 19 years old, and he's 70 overall. Both of the trade value is quite low, and this is really what I was trying to get at. I want to get a plethora of talent into the system for the mini retool. So what is wrong with the deal? Philadelphia would be over. Oh, okay. Brent Burns is only 1 year, though. I should be good. I should be good retaining some salary. In fact, it doesn't matter. We're at the deadline. We're not going to be making any other moves in terms of trading, so... What if I retain 30%? Okay. I'll retain... it looks like 30 the magic number. Yes, it is. Okay. 31, whatever. So we're retaining 31%. And if you look at the value, it's almost identical. I might even be able to get a draft pick if they're looking to give some up. They're not looking to give one up. Oh, never mind. They are looking to give one up. We're not going to get a second, but what if I asked for a third? Because we don't have one this year, do we? We don't have a second or a third. What? Look at that deal. Look at the talent we're getting back. 2 elite defensemen, a top 6, and a top 9 forward. And a third-round pick. We might have to take the pick off, but they do want to give 3 players up, and they want Brent Burns. They're also getting him at a cheaper price. So, I'm going to propose a trade. I hope this goes through. I might be asking a little bit too much, but let's see what happens. The value is just a bit low? What? Okay. I did not expect that. Let's throw in a 4th round pick. Yeah, we'll go a 4th round pick from a few years from now. So we can keep some draft picks. Are they going to accept this? And, no, should I throw in, do they want any of my unsigned, defensemen? No, they don't. Because we do have 3 defensemen who are all top 7 low. I'm going to give him the worst one, the 22-year-old at 69 overall. I'll give him him. There we go. Let's try that out. So basically, the defenseman and the 4th round pick for the 3rd, and then 4 guys for Brent Burns. And this will also open up a little bit of spot to play a younger defenseman on the team for the rest of the year. Will it go through? Trade rejected. Oh, wow. Okay. They have to put Del Zotto on waivers. What if we retain up to 40%? Because, it doesn't matter. It's only 1 year. The retaining doesn't matter. It's the deadline. So, what about at 40? Okay, let's take the 3rd round pick out. What if I grab these 4 guys for what I'm throwing on the table? I might even have to add in a 3rd round pick. I don't want to, but I might have to. Propose a trade? Wow, they still have to put Del Zotto on waivers? Okay, I'll retain 50%. I'll retain 4.1. You're getting a 4.1 million Brent Burns. There we go. Okay, I have to call Provanov up to the NHL. I'll do that. Trade accepted. We believe this transaction will contribute to the success here in Philadelphia. So in the minor, Yustelin and Sergachev are both 80 overall. That's good. Looks like they might be ready for next year. Probably. Defensively now, we got an excellent... Oh, my bad. Where am I going? We got a great young defensive core now. We got Weber and Beaulieu, Provanov, Honka, Emelin, and Shanum. I am going to put Shanum with Emelin because he's a top 6 defenseman and his potential is low. I don't want to fuck that up. We don't have too many top 4 defensemen, but again, we're doing a mini retool. That's okay. So in terms of offense, nothing really to change here. The team's looking better for the future now. Definitely a new look going into the next few seasons. And if we really want to retool, we could even trade Shea Weber. That could be next... Actually, yeah. That could be next year's trade deadline deal. Dealing out Shea Weber. Trade... Ooh, tough pill to swallow. Yeah, I'll do calming. Oh, it was good for him. Okay, good. And then Provanov, yep. Yeah, so I think Shea Weber might be next year's deadline trade if we're not doing good next year as well. Could you imagine if we make the playoffs now? That would be fucking crazy. But yeah, definitely I love that trade. We got just over 2 months to go. I'm not going to do too much micromanaging. And now Mia is injured. Wow. The injuries just keep on happening. It's crazy. I don't know what's happening. Injuries just like Montreal, apparently. Carey Price got injured 4 years in a row. Oh, yeah. Tickets aren't doing good at all. Jeesh. I wonder what's up with that. I mean, fan feedback is great. Huh. That's odd. I wonder why tickets aren't doing too good. The fan feedback's amazing and happy. Huh, that's odd. Okay. I'll lower them a bit. Should I take a look at this? Fan feedback. Oh, yeah. Overall trends going down. Why? Oh, concessions. Yeah, we don't have fucking enough money. Okay. Yeah, we're too poor. So, what do we want to do? Yeah, we want season ticket. Wait, what? Do we not have money to give out? Oh, never mind. Why did it ask me to come here? All the money's been allocated. Huh. That's weird. Timo Meier's available to play. Great. Yeah, I'm not expecting us to make the playoffs. In fact, if we don't do so good, we're going to get a good draft pick to even add to the depth of the team. And if we find out that Nikitin's available to play, that's good, I guess. But if we find out that a really good team has a good draft pick, we could even possibly trade Shea Weber to move up in the draft for like a top 3 pick. Again, that's if the team with pick number 1, 2, or 3 is really good. And they want to give it up, of course. We might do that. Quincy, I don't care about the AHL. I mean, we're still 500. The team doesn't seem to be doing better or worse with Brett Burns gone. Again, it's that chemistry. I don't know what's wrong. I did look at everybody's chemistry. Nobody really has high chemistry with each other I can pair them up with. A lot of people have chemistry with defensemen or people in the minor league, so I can't do much in terms of lineup to change that. I'll scout the US for defensemen, I guess. I don't even know what to scout anymore. I mean, we're gonna need a goaltender eventually, but Price is only, what, 30 years old? 31, maybe? Dan Hamhuis, wow, he dropped off a ton. 77? View his info. Why is he so low? He's 36, damn. Sucks to see him go down. Oh well, I'm not going to pick him up though. I have no reason to, but sucks to see that. I mean, with the win streak, we could be over 500. That's insane. Are we gonna that? How much more games? Oh, we only got 5 games left. I'm guessing we're bottom of the division. Yeah. So we're not gonna get a playoff spot. That's okay. I'm not too worried about that at all. That's fine. Just gonna simulate up here. And a bit of a shorter episode. That's okay. We just made a trade. Finished off the rest of the season. I don't know. I don't know what to do about the draft. Obviously, I'm not gonna take a look at... I can't take a look at the picks exactly. But if you feel I should trade Weber to move up, if all the stars align and it makes sense, let me know. Or we could just wait for the players to develop in the offseason, stick with Shea Weber, and then just continue on. And if we're doing bad next year, trade him. Failed both of them. Yeah, obviously. Montreal's gonna go bankrupt, for goodness sake. Almost every single arena part needs to be upgraded or maintained. Oh well. Once again, I will scout the United States for defensemen. I guess another option is trading away our pick for a player instead. I mean, I'd be good with drafting a goaltender. I just don't know what to draft anymore. Now that our depth chart is improving, there's not too much we can add of value. I guess, no, we could add a forward, but we've been scouting defensemen all year. We're not going to get a read on them at all. It's just going to be a blind draft, so I don't think I'm going to move up to get a forward by any stretch of the imagination. But I might it might be a pretty calm offseason. I don't think there's going to be too much to do in the offseason at all. We're not going to sign any big free agents. We have all the necessary pieces on the team. I might sign a few depth guys. So draft lottery results. Okay. Oh, we get the 6th pick? There we go! Wow. Almost a top 5 pick. Now, I don't know what Edmonton's team is looking like, but we could maybe move up 2 spots to Edmonton. We could also potentially move up to Ottawa, depending on what the team's looking like. But wow, we get a top 10 pick, nearly a top 5 overall. We might even be able to grab a top 5 player. I don't know how many there are, but who retired? Kolyakovo, that's fine. Let's take a look at the whole league. Anybody big retiring? Who do we got here? The Sedin twins. Tough to see him go without a cup. That sucks. Ribeiro, Pominville, Rubata, Camilleri, nobody huge. It looks... Oh, Cronwall. Okay. Franzen. Bietska. Torres. A lot of Canucks. Gostad, that too bad. He's a great centerman. Any goaltenders? Let's take a look. If it will load. Niemi, Smith, Howard, Backstrom, Budai, Gustafson. Okay, a decent year for retirements, but that's about all for this episode. Next episode, we're going to do the draft and maybe part